How we doing today, everybody? Watch display here. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the poor lighting that we have right now. It's just been gloomy and rainy for literally the past 2 to 3 days, and I wanted to make a video, and I have some free time, and I'm not going to have some free time soon. So I wanted to go on and get a review. I'm going to do separate videos, but I got them both sitting here. But this is the Tudor Date Day vintage watch. This one I did buy head only, so meaning it did not come on a bracelet, which I think is an awesome way to enjoy a watch. A lot of these other watches I have, other than the Speedy, I have been wearing on bracelet every day. So this is a nice break from the bracelet, and it kind of tones it down a little bit so you don't have that two-tone look that you would have on the bracelet. So to make a long story short, this one was made between 1968 and 1970. This is the jumbo case, which means it is 38 millimeters. And you can tune back. I actually have some video of not the date day, but just the regular Oyster prints in the jumbo case. Without it has just the day. It's just the date, not the day. But these right here are coming harder and harder to find. You cannot find these that often, and usually it's really, really hard to find them in the jumbo case. So what this is basically a Rolex Oyster case. So it is a Rolex case. You have your holes case to take off straps very easily, and you can notice this. This one is not perfect. You do have a little bit of imperfections on some of these edges, but overall it is clean and unpolished, and it has thick lugs, which is very, very nice and hard to find. It also has a really nice heavy patina on the 18 karat yellow gold bezel, and you can't really see it too well in the video, but even the crown has a nice developed patina on it. All the lume plots are original, and all have a nice creamy even patina to them also. And it's hard to see, but this dial actually is almost a cream color. It has got a nice even patina all the way throughout, and even the Tudor, you can see it there, even the Tudor logo itself has some patina on it. Overall, it's just a really well conditioned watch, and as I mentioned before, it's Rolex case, Rolex crown, Rolex case back, so you're really getting an amazing bang for buck. These actually, like I said, have gone up significantly in value. If I would have bought this about a year or two ago, I would have got it significantly cheaper, but as they're getting harder to find and Tudor vintage pieces are getting more and more collectible, these are going up. So yeah, it's a excellent way for you to get someone that doesn't want to buy a day date 36 mil, right? So the older like 1803s, and then I think it was 18038, correct me in the comments below, but the next one after that. If you wanted something a little bit larger, and you didn't really care about having a solid gold watch, but you didn't want what you commonly see, the Datejust. Back when I first got my first Datejust, they were kind of like the ugly ducklings of Rolex. They were kind of like the Rolex you bought, that or the Air King actually, that you bought if you were trying to get a sub or you were trying to get a GMT, but you didn't have quite enough money. It was kind of like the entry level. And I'm sure people are going to comment that the Oyster Perpetual and the Rolex Date are actually even before that in terms of entry level, but those were so small at 34 millimeters, a lot of us looked right past them. The 36 millimeter was kind of like the common size back then, that when I first started buying them. But now they're so popular, you can go through Instagram and everyone on the entire feed will have a Datejust. And this is just something a little bit different, and I feel like it's substantially good bang for buck. And this is a great way to enjoy a little bit larger watch, since it's 38 millimeters versus the 36 or even some of the 34s that most of the Tudor Oyster dates come into. So yeah, it's I might end up selling this one. I'm not sure. We'll see. I might buy one of the new Tudor 58s that just came out at Basel, but we'll see how those come. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. You'll see some nice photos of this watch and all my other watches. And thanks for joining me. And I'll probably do a better review once I spend some more time with this one. I've only had this one for about 3 or 4 days. So I've probably only worn it once or twice, but wanted to spend some more time with it first. Thanks for joining me, and check me out on Instagram at Watch Display.